And what is up, YouTube? Wolf 420 here. Meta Wolf. About to go on and review. Really? You again? Well, hello. Meta Wolf. It's me. Light Wolf. I've been wondering what happened to the world. Oh, just an apocalypse. Everything's destroyed. I've been wandering around this world, and now I've found you. I'm going to so enjoy killing you finally, once and for all, Meta Wolf. Wave of Destruction number 3. White Lightning. You actually thought that would work? Huh? Such a weak keto. No. See, I killed my Light Wolf a long, long time ago. When he first appeared, I did not value the friendship of my alter egos, like your Meta Wolf does. I killed them all. Final. Dead. Once. And only. And consumed their souls. So when you came along, I destroyed you. I blew you to pieces. Now I'm gonna kill you, bro. Pure and evil. I'm gonna take over your world. Fuck you, I'm out. What a pussy. We'll see you soon, Meta Wolf. Yo, Pirate Wolf in the house. Guys, what do you want out of you? Actually, I'm not in the house though, am I? Now, I be out on my ship, sailing. So let us begin with a sea shanty, shall we? Yeah. Holy shit. Well, hello. What do you be doing here, Light Wolf? Pirate Wolf. I sent you away last time. This time I won't hesitate to kill you. Yes, well, this is not about my battle with Meta. Our Meta. Well, to be fair, you'll always be trying to kill us. From another world is coming. I don't believe you. To take over. Well, shit. And guess I better warn the Meta then. Yar har. Including me. But out we go. To work with you. I guess. Each other. I'll use the Pero no mi. Wait, then I'd leave me ship. To defeat. It is gonna have to go without me. That's Light Wolf. Doodless in Disneyland, so I can't. It is gonna have to go alone. I need one of you to back me up. Fine. Fine. Shamble! So what is up, people? Wolf 420 here, about to go on to another Supernatural review. Supernatural Season 13, Episode 7, War of the Worlds. Yeah. Like, whoa. Oh, fuck. Wait, hello. Meta Wolf. Yeah, fucking, I know, Light Wolf, I know. It's a yeah, I'll fucking work with you to fight an evil me. Just get out of here. Alright, dude. And you know what? Josh, damn it, what the fuck, Josh? Are you seriously gonna do this storyline? For real? What? For real? Well, dude, it's such a total showman cliche. Yeah.
It's not even a shonen cliche. It's such a total cliche.
But it's all fucking awesome, though, isn't it?
It is, though, isn't it? Yes, it is a fucking total cliche. But it's fucking awesome. I love it. So let's get on with the review, shall we? And what is up, people? Wolf420 here. Welcome back. And we're going to go on with our review of Supernatural Season 13, Episode 7, entitled War of the Worlds. So let's get this on, shall we? Alright, so we start off with a scene of cosmic space and stock footage of nature and space and all kinds of cool stuff, and it's Lucifer's voice monologuing, talking about the creation of the universe and such things as that, like from God, and he just continues on with his story, and then it fades in on Lucifer being held in a cage with Michael holding his head, and and he's finishing his story about God and everything. So what happened is Michael hitched a ride on Lucifer's temporal lobe, and Lucifer explained everything. Michael's got a lot of fucking power. So he talks about he knows there's other worlds. He knows what his world is, what Lucifer's world is, so he's deciding to go there to take it over. And, not long before that, he's like, and then he, slams the cage that he's got him hanging in a bird cage, and it's full of spikes, and Lucifer bounces into all the spikes, and he screams, and then it cuts to the Supernatural logo, and fade back to the bunker, and Sam and Dean are looking around the internet, or like Sam walks into the room, and Dean's trying to search the internet, trying to find out about Jack, and they have no clue of what happened with Jack, because last week, I did my rant review that because Jack left, and I was really pissed off with the show last week. But this week's a bit of a different story. So, we'll get to that. Let's continue on. So, they're in the bunker looking for Jack. There's no evidence. Cass decides he wants to go off and talk to an angelic contact. And Dean tells Sam that we could work a case, and he finds out about witches that are being tortured and murdered. And he thinks they're all witches. And it's a case, and so eventually they're going to work this witch case, and they find out that it's Ketch. Well, the person looks like Ketch. So, as all that's going on, we still got Lucifer and Michael and in the Apocalypse world, and I was just saying in my last review, like, I wonder what's happened with Lucy and Mary and Michael, because that was kind of interesting, and now we find out. So, this is really radical. Okay, so, we continue on with Lucifer and Michael, and guess what? Kevin returns. And he's alternate version of himself, and they're talking about a spell to open the gate to the other world, and they take some of Lucifer's grace, and in the meantime, a witch comes back to Sam and Dean as they're, working this case and trying to figure out why it's Ketch and what's going on with the witches and all this good stuff. So the witch says, I know you don't like witches, but right now I'm someone that needs protecting. And And I was, like, fascinated with that. I was like, now they gotta protect a witch. Like, you know, in a way, I kind of hope they, keep, protecting from, I hope, you know, they keep finding friendly monsters. That'd be pretty neat. And we got this stuff with Cass, and, well, we got this stuff with Lucifer. And so, Michael takes some of Lucifer's grace, and he opens the gate. Lucifer manages to give his captors a toss, and he goes through the portal, and he lands in the real world, and people think he's a beggar, and it's pretty crazy, and he learns that he can't angel up and smite them. So, he's like, oh, shit. Fucked. So, you know, we continue on with this. They find Catch and capture, well, they use the witch says, you gotta protect me, and you gotta hide me, you can't tell nobody you saw me, and I was sitting there and I was thinking, nah, actually, I was thinking just the opposite, cause we need you, and, you know, that's, what Dean said practically, you know, at the same time, and so, they, use her as bait to catch, and, you know, he comes in, he storms the place. That was a really brilliant attack that he stormed the place with, and, we get there, and they wind up getting Catch captured, and they got him locked up in the bunker, and Dean's enjoying pounding him, trying to get information out of him, and Catch says that he's not Arthur Catch. He's Alexander Catch's twin brother. And, like, nobody's buying it. And you know what? I actually did buy it, though. 'Cause I'm gullible. I could have sworn somebody wrote gullible on the ceiling. Anyways, yeah, you know, I buy it. I believe it. I'm a fanboy. I'm a gullible fanboy. So, we go on with that. We come to seeing the angelic contact that Castiel was meeting with set him up. And the angels come. Well, Lucifer shows up. And he flares his eyes up red. And you know, they retreat. And Cass and Lucifer are arguing. And, you know, this was awesome. This was awesome, you know. They're arguing, they're, talking, and it's like, oh my god, Lucifer's weakened, and, he's weak, and he's, gotta get Cass's help, and, oh man, this is crazy. So I had a thought. I was like, wow, dude. What if they go and pull the old shonen cliche that, one of their worst villains eventually come along, or something happens, and one of their worst villains becomes one of their new friends. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe they might be doing that. And it was hilarious with Lucifer and Cass and all that good shit. And then it turns out Asmodeus finds Lucifer and Cass, and, also turns out that Sam and Dean found out that, Asmodeus was looking for, Jack, and they call him Evil Colonel Sanders, and that's hilarious. Yep, Evil Colonel Sanders is back. And, we go on with that. So, eventually, you know, Asmodeus comes out and says, like, you know, I'm running hell, I'm happy here, you're nothing anymore, Lucifer, and he's trying to take over the throne. And he's like, this version of you seems much more screwable. And, amazingly, this was insane, Lucy's about to power up, and him and Cass are both facing down Asmodeus, and Asmodeus just with a flick sends them flying, and he winds up capturing. Well, eventually, you know, Sam and Dean bust into the bar, and they're fighting the demons, and eventually the Catch dude shows up and kills a few of the demons too, and then that's when Dean knows that he's actually Arthur. He was not fooled, at all because he's fought beside Arthur and he's fought against Arthur. And he knew it was Arthur, plus the look in his eye when he asked about Mary. So, that was that. Turns out that Asmodeus, that was their end scene, so hold on. That was that, and that was pretty crazy. Finding out that Ketch is still alive. It's Rowena's charm that makes her come back to life. I buy it. I wonder if Rowena's still alive or not. And, Ketch is looking for her. And so, we continue on from there. Sam and Dean don't know where Cass is now. They, when they called, Asmodeus answered the phone in Cass's voice, because Asmodeus is a shape-shifting demon. And they, he tells him he found an interesting lead, and that he was going to investigate it. And so now, welcome back, Cass, for all of 2 episodes. Now you're out of it again. Like, what the fuck? But anyways, really interesting, really cool episode. Like, the Cass and Lucifer stuff, the Luciel stuff, I love it. All this crazy shit, and then Ketch is back. And it turns out at the end, they decided to stay enemies. I almost think that Dean should have probably, still, worked with him. Even though you can't trust him. They probably should have tried to work with him, but now he's an enemy. Now he's working for Asmodeus. And that's that. So, Lucifer's back. They still don't know what's happened to Mary yet. She's still somewhere there in that world. Kevin, welcome back, Kevin. That's cool. Glad to see him. Kevin's cool. I like him. Michael, holy shit, now it turns out Michael's the big bad. And, I heard from the Comic-Con stuff and whatever that they were talking about a familiar face big bad, and they mentioned Billy was coming back. I thought maybe it was her, but it turns out it wasn't her. And then they said, familiar face big bad. And, Michael comes back, and Michael's gonna be the big bad now. But, it's not really a familiar face. It is a familiar character with a different face. But, now we know familiar face, big bad, is motherfucking Arthur Ketch. Damn. Anyways, I have rambled on for long enough. All in all, really good episode. Supernatural Season 13, Episode 7, entitled War of the Worlds. All around good episode. I loved it. I'm glad they're back on track. I hope they continue in this, interesting, quirky episode things happening. I don't know. It's weird. I can't really, you can't quote me on this right now. Anyways, that'll be that. Supernatural, Season 13, Episode 7, War of the Worlds. Really good. And this will be Wolf 420. And have an awesome day. Be excellent to each other. Always keep fighting. And as always, people, peace of out.